Welcome back to Gage Boys Garage. Today we are working on the Willys CJ5, and as you guys can see, I stopped being cheap and I went and had this frame axles and wheels all sandblasted, and I gotta tell you guys, I am so excited to get this thing painted. So I don't know about you guys, but I can't even believe this is the same frame. These are the axles. The Dana 25 and the Dana 44. Looking amazing. Here are the wheels. And I ordered some epoxy primer to get on here. And then I'm gonna wait to paint it until I have my motor mounts and all my spring mounts welded on. But I gotta get something to keep this thing from rusting. And you guys can see back here, I cut the original bumper off because it was rotted pretty bad, and it had this big tow bar, ugly tow bar and stuff. So I cut this all off. I went to my local metal supply and I got a piece of 2 by 4 by 6 foot. So I'll have a bit extra on the sides, and this is what I'm gonna make a new rear bumper out of for the Willys project. Okay, so I did some measuring and I decided how wide I'm gonna make my bumper, and so I have it laid out here with the plasma cutter hooked up, and I'm just gonna cut this thing to length, and then I'm gonna get the frame ready and line it up on here and weld her on. So I have my bumper cut to length. I have my ends cut on a nice angle. And now I have the bumper about centered on the frame here. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put a piece of metal here, clamp it to keep everything flat and true from side to side. So I got the bumper on the Willys all welded up. I had to fill a little cut I had with the grinder and the rivet hole there. But it's all welded on, as you guys can see. And then I took a piece of plate and, matched the holes for the original brace here for the tow bar, welded that on to double thick this, and then I welded it straight to the bumper. So it's gonna be incredibly strong. I think I'm gonna put a tow hook right in the middle here, so it's gonna pull on the frame just as the factory implement hitch would. I think overall the bumper's going good. So we're painting the frame on the Willys today. Got my dad out here. He's painted a few things in his life, so he's gonna help me out here.
We're really just throwing some primer on this thing.
Yeah, we're just sealing the frame so that it doesn't rust. So we got the frame all wiped down with some mineral spirits, and it's all dried up. It's all clean. I cut off the battery box here because it was kind of janky, and I just cleaned everything off here that isn't riveted on. And we're gonna throw some primer on this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna do 2 coats. We're gonna do a self-etching primer, and then we're gonna go follow that back up with a 2-part epoxy, which will seal this thing up for as long as we need it.
Perfect, we're gonna get to it. We're back in the garage working on the 1955 CJ5 project. Off camera I did a bit of messing around and I got this front axle where I wanted and kind of figured out my YJ leaf spring conversion. Now on the back, we're kind of mocking things up. We got a line laser and that's going to be our wheelbase. So we need the center of our axle to line up here. And we're just messing around and seeing, I guess, what we need to do to make this thing work. Okay, so I did some plasma cutting and I cut the original mounts off of the frame, front and back, because we did some measuring and there's no way that they're gonna work with our YJ leaf springs. Not even with some modification. We're gonna have to move both of the mounts backwards about 3/4 to an inch, and the rear mount we had to cut off anyway because it's not going to work with our shackle. So the frame's all clean, and now I'm just going to make some brackets that fit this 2.5 inch wide YJ leaf spring, and then we will start centering the leaf spring on the frame. So I took the original Willys leaf spring hanger on the front of the rear of the frame. And as you can see, these are like 3/16, maybe 1/4 inch thick. So these are great to work with. So I cut one side off, and now you can see the difference between a stock Willys leaf spring and these Jeep YJ ones.
It's probably about an inch, huh?
About an inch. So I'm gonna make a plate to fill this gap, and I'm gonna bevel this and weld it on both sides, and it should be plenty strong for this little Jeep, especially because this material is so thick. So I got my mount widened and tacked onto the frame, and I have my leaf spring hung. I have my laser right on the wheelbase line that I made on the frame, and that is gonna line up with this pin here. And I just have a zip tie to mock up my shackle back there. And as the leaf spring compresses, it's gonna move away from the solid mount. So on the very bottom, I'm gonna have it forward a little bit. And as I said, as this will compress, it's gonna move backwards. So at ride height, in theory, this should be about the wheelbase that I want. So I'm gonna have to make up a little tube to go on the back here to fit my bushings in there, and then weld that on the frame. But I'm thinking that this should be about where I want the leaf spring. So I've been doing a little bit of welding. I have my second leaf spring mount made up, and now I need to weld this on the frame exactly where this side is mounted. So what I've done here is I have a line laser lined up right with this hole in the frame and with the hole on the other side of the frame. So now all I have to do is measure from the center line of that bolt to the line and copy it on that side. So now all I have to do with my laser lined up on both sides of the frame so it's square is I put this on the center line of my mounting bolt, and then the laser puts a line directly on my tape. So you see that's about an inch. So I set up a second laser doing the same thing on this side. So now I know if I set my tape at 1 inch and line that up with the center line of the bolt hole on the mount on this side, my mount will be in the exact same place as on that side. So I got both my leaf springs hung. Now I need to mount the shackle on the back here. So these are the bushings that need to be hung to mount the shackle. And I found that this piece of Dom I have laying around fits this bushing pretty well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a section of this Dom out, and I'm gonna weld the Dom to the frame with some supports, and that's gonna be my rear shackle mount. This is what I did on the front as well to mount the shackle, and it worked pretty well. So as you can see, now my rubber will slide right into this piece of Dom, and this will go right in the bottom of the frame here and mount my shackle. So I got my pieces of Dom welded onto the frame on both sides here. And now I'm gonna mount my shackles up and the leaf springs, and I'm gonna see if the axle fits. So the next thing I need to do is on the front suspension, I need to brace up this mount here. And what I think I'm gonna do is put a plate across the back of this mount and tie the whole thing together from one side to the other. And then I think I'm gonna disassemble the suspension, finish weld everything, and get some paint on these axles. I have the frame mostly disassembled, and now I'm gonna try and flip the frame over by myself. So I figured I'd record this in case something funny happens. Well, the frame is flipped over. I'm gonna pull these rubber bushings out and brace up these two mounts a little bit and finish weld everything. But we're out of gas, so I'm gonna have to switch this bottle out before we can get welding. So I've been welding on the frame of the Willys, and I'm liking how it's turning out. I got the frame flipped back over. My dad helped me this time. And I have all of these mounts burned onto the frame. Inside and out, top and bottom. For black paint, I'm gonna be using this tractor truck and implement from Tractor Supply. We will see how this holds up. I'm not sure. I have some self-etching primer because I'm going straight over bare metal, some reducer obviously. Again, we'll see how that works. So it's been a couple days, and today we're gonna get some primer on these axles and get them ready for some paint, and then we can reassemble everything. Currently, this is the front axle. I took the brakes off, and there's some shields on here that I don't need anymore. And I just kind of wiped the axle down, got all the oils off of it, got it clean. Here's the rear axle. I just stood it up on one of the drums from the front axle so that I'll be able to easily paint the whole thing. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure these things are nice and clean, and then throw some primer on them, let that dry, and paint them up.
Ready?
Sure. Beautiful. Oh, for sure. Man, that's not very much reducer. Stuff's gonna be thick.
Well, hopefully it comes out of the gun.
All right, it's paint day for the frame and the axles. These have been self-etching primered, and they are dried. You can see they're nice and matte. They're getting nice and rough for the paint. We scuffed up the frame again because it had epoxy primer on it. And now we're just mixing up some Tractor Supply black tractor paint, and we're gonna spray this thing. For a paint gun, we are using a $12 Harbor Freight HVLP gun, and we've had great success with these for most things we do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. This paint's pretty thick, but hopefully it comes out of that nozzle good enough.
And it's not like we're painting a body or something, then we'd probably use a better gun than this for real paint. So back in the garage, and today we are going to be assembling the frame and the axles. So here's the frame and here's the axles. These have had about 2 days to dry up so that I don't destroy them assembling. And you guys will notice there's the Kubota V1903 that's going to be powering this rig. You'll see that in the next video. Got the axles and the leaf springs all put back onto the frame. It's all painted. Got my new brakes on the front. It's looking really good. I'm getting really excited. Thank you for watching another episode of Gage Boys Garage. And in the next episode, we're gonna get that Kubota running and hopefully have it sit in the frame and get the transmission mated to it and get the driveline hooked up. So please subscribe if you're interested in that, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank